We on? You telling me we on? Finally we on? Alright. Okay. So I wanted to talk a little bit about personal experience. When I was growing up, we kind of confined ourselves to the hood. You know what I mean? That was our comfort zone. That's where we were comfortable. Me personally, everybody knew the white boy. You know what I mean? So growing up, I was the only white boy around. And then it was like, okay, who who knows this dude? When I go somewhere else, people looking at me funny. Who is this? Who is this? I worked hard so that in the hood, everybody know. That white boy over there, leave that one alone. Leave that one alone. But most people didn't get it, and you had to learn. And the evolution of white boy Joey to Snow Rock was was hard to say. You know, again, I was a kid. I was scared. Unsure, not knowing which way to go, not knowing, should I do this? Should I do that? I didn't have nobody in my era. We didn't have the homies that came with like, look, here go the game right here. Nah, we were raised. A game is to be sold, not told, and they wasn't telling us nothing. We used to have to, go behind them and find out how they were doing things just to learn how to do it in the first place because they wouldn't give us the game. It is what it is. I mean? It's a different era. Hopefully, people are different and doing something different. It's up to you though. You gotta decide. You gotta decide to stand tall. You gotta decide to do you, to be you. And a lot of people are scared to be themselves. It ain't easy. It ain't easy because the media, the world, the way things are. You know what I mean? You. Oh yeah, we supposed to want to be like that, or that's the way we supposed to be. That's the way we supposed to look. That's the way. I ain't never fit into none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't never fit in nowhere. So now I've created my own space, and I'm loving it. Man, I'm loving life. This is the best life I've ever lived. But I say that I started out with confining myself to the hood. I grew up and I wanted to stay in the hood. Whenever we left, it was always either we was going to go put in some work or go do something to somebody or go get some bread, go lay something down, go, you know what I mean, go do something. And it wasn't nothing positive, you know what I mean, besides chasing some tail, and that was every chance we got. But you know, and all the things I remember, we did all kinds of craziness, but we stayed in our parameters, and mine was the 15 freeway, the 94 freeway, Imperial, and Euclid. Inside that box, you find Snow Rock, and my whole world was there. Everything was there. Everything I needed at the time. You know, now I need a little bit more. I want a little bit more. You know, and that's all good because I'm saying I'm willing to do the work it takes to get it done. And that's the thing. That was the biggest lesson I think I learned. Cause I used to think I wasted my life. Cause when I was a kid, all I wanted was a name and a reputation. That was it. I didn't want much. I just didn't want to be looked at like, what you know what I mean? Everywhere I go. I, and Where I grew up, I can't even remember who went to I can't remember anybody that I know that went to college. And it's sad, but it's reality. Now don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I know people that have, taken college classes, and you know what I'm saying, I've taken college classes and incarcerated. That's a little bit different. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, when the what is it, the American dream. This is what you see, you know what I'm saying? You grow up, you know what I mean, you go to high school, and you do all this, and you go to these dances, and balls, and all these things, and that's a normal life, right? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I got a couple diplomas. I got a couple diplomas. But you know what I'm saying, to point it out, this I graduated from Sidewalk High. Yeah. And then this one, yeah, I have a degree from the School of Hard Knocks, you know, and I'm far from slow, stupid, or special. And all the years that I spent stuck in a box, I wasn't just wasting away. I wasn't just sitting there. I had a few books and I was learning, you know. Some things you have to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way. And you know what I'm saying, my biggest hope is that somebody sees this and they smart enough to learn from my stupid mistakes and they don't have to repeat them. Because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you eventually have to repeat that lesson. And this is life doing the teaching, not me. I'm just trying to, lead you to where, where it's going to be better for you. The streets ain't got nothing for you. Most people in the streets, they out for themselves. They don't give four fucks about snow rock. So, vice versa. My priority is taking care of my fam, you know. And that's the thing. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And the rewards, unbelievable. I never thought, my last time when I was in prison, I sat up in there and I remember praying and I was talking to my wife, like, I just want a normal life. Then one day I was sitting out here, one of my friends. I don't have a lot of friends, I have a lot of associates. I have very few true friends. One of my friends, I was sitting here complaining about this and that, about life. And he's like, man, so you got a normal life. And then that light bulb popped up over my head and the realization, damn, that's what I asked for. Damn. And there's been so many occasions, and I keep seeing, you know, another blessing here, another blessing here. Just keep pushing forward. And even when things get rough, and it got rough, you know what I mean? Went through some things, you know what I'm saying, family member, you know what I'm saying, had some medical issues, and it was hard. It was hard on the whole family. And you know what I'm saying, but God came through, you know what I'm saying, like I say every day I'm blessed, blessed by the best and praying for the rest. Man. And it's getting better every day. Every day I wake up and I'm happy because somebody didn't. You know, it's probably not good to think that way, but it works for me. And I just got to do me, right? You know, it's a whole bunch of It's a whole bunch going on in my head. And half the time, you know what I'm saying, I'll be here trying to, you know what I'm saying, put it down and give y'all a story here and there, and I get sidetracked by this or by that, you know, and maybe this is part of the process, you know, getting it out there. But I want to keep going. I'm gonna get something out there, you know, to keep you interested. I'm gonna try and do that. So, see y'all on the next one. See ya.